Welcome back to episode 5 of the 2 Point Show. We are here today covering 4 topics for you guys. We are going to start off with some Tigers talk, like per usual. I mean, how's it hard? It's hard not to talk about them. They've been on the roll so much lately. I want to dive into some Lions potential re-signs and, maybe drama that's going to happen in the next
It's coming.
year and a half or two.
You got to pay them.
Yeah, we got to pay some guys. We got to let some guys go. We're going to get into that.
Yep.
Obviously, we got to talk about NBA playoffs. Let's get into the finals almost here. And then we're lastly going to cover Gideon and I. We are going to roll with a sports movies draft.
Great idea.
Yeah. So
that's a great idea.
And we'd like to start. It's hard for you guys to see. We made it a little too small. That's on me. But the first 2 Point Show approved player is Anthony Edwards. We're going to add all the faces up here eventually, and we're going to get a lot of more players. And we don't even know who it's going to be yet. So.
We don't even know. The guy doesn't even know yet.
No.
That he's 2 Point Show.
Correct.
So,
yeah.
Let's dig in.
Yeah. So let's start with some Tigers talk here. So, Riley Green is back.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, everyone was hating on him a little bit at the beginning, had some worries, but that guy is back.
He's the backbone, I think. I mean, he's the most talented offensive player, and I like him at the DH. I think that really just gives him confidence, not having to worry about, diving for balls, but yeah, he's a big time player.
You like him at the DH more than Kerry Carpenter?
I mean, they're both great.
Right.
They're both great. I think it's there are times where I'd rather have Riley. There are times I'd rather have Kerry. But I think what they're doing right now is switching off a little bit. I think that's great.
Yeah, for sure.
A little wear and tear action.
I was just asking because I feel like Kerry Carpenter's been pretty consistent all year hitting the baseball.
Yep.
And it's hard to get him out of the lineup, but he's obviously a liability in the field. Yeah. So we kind of need him at that DH spot. I would rather have him personally more than Riley. I'd put Riley maybe out in left or right field.
Yeah.
But, that's kind of it. Those two have been our best hitters probably for a little while now.
Yeah.
With Riley getting back into it.
It's good for because Riley hits against both, lefties and righties. Like he's obviously better against lefties than Kerry. So I think, when there's a lefty, it's a little more versatile when you can just put like Riley in the outfield and then put a guy like Andy at the DH.
Right,
or something like that. So I think the roster's built up really, really nice. I think the Cardinals series was a great sign.
Yeah.
I mean that's a real baseball team.
Yeah.
That competes with everyone.
In the mouth once.
Yep. Yeah.
And then we kind of came back, but we needed it a little bit.
Yeah, low key.
And we kind of got back into it, and shows that we're resilient and we can do that.
Yeah, it's Major League Baseball. If you think about it, the best team in Major League Baseball this year is gonna have like 60 losses.
Right.
So it's like every game is I mean, when you have schoolboy pitching, it helps out to win the game, but you don't have schoolboy pitching all the time. So, things happen.
Yeah. I want to ask you about Javi Baez.
Yeah.
So obviously he hit the walk-off home run. What was it, about probably 12 days ago?
Yeah.
And he in his last about 25 at-bats, he's got only 2 hits.
Yeah, I mean,
what's your thought?
It's baseball. It's baseball. It's not a slump. It's just baseball. Everyone goes.
It is a slump.
It's a slump, but it happens to literally everyone.
Yeah.
I think he's fine.
I mean, we saw it with Riley Green.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I don't think Javi's going to be batting 310, 320 throughout the year. I mean, I think he could definitely stay over 270, 280.
For sure.
He's still a good baseball player, man.
Yeah,
he's
I mean,
really good.
He kind of need to maybe come down to earth a little bit too. Which,
for sure. For sure.
You're right. It's baseball. Like, here's another thing that's baseball. Reese Olson got placed on IR.
Yep.
For 15 days.
IL.
Oh, IL. My bad.
Injuries,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, that's on me.
No, you're good.
But with a right ring finger injury. That's his throwing finger.
15 days?
15 days.
Yeah, 15 days.
But Casey Mize is hopefully going to be back on Saturday.
Yep.
And he will be getting the start against the Guardians. So
it's a big weekend.
Yeah.
Super big series coming up with the Guardians.
For sure.
I mean, those guys always just find a way to win, and I think maybe one or two is on national TV.
Yep.
I think Saturday's on national TV. Or is it Sunday? I don't know. One of them.
But
one of them's on national
it's
TV.
exciting. It's
Big ball.
Yeah.
Big ball.
And Parker Meadows.
And Veerling.
And Wenzel.
How about that outfield?
Yeah, I
For
know.
the Flying
For sure.
Tigers or whatever. It's
Yeah.
single A, dude.
Meadows has officially got his rehab started, and he will be joining Wenzel Perez and Matt Veerling. They've been there for a little while now.
What an outfield.
I know.
What an outfield.
And we still have Riley Green and Kerry Carpenter. With those three coming back, Justin Henry, Malloy, and Akil Baddoo better watch out. They're going to get sent down.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone kind of knows that Baddoo is, the guy that's going to
Get the go.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know about Malloy. I mean, he's a good ball player. Like, he'll probably get sent down when they're all back, and it's a bummer. But
Right. He's still young.
yeah, and it's a professional sport. Someone's gonna get injured, obviously, and you have to play for that. So he's a good piece to keep down. In the minors, develop some good attributes and intangibles and all that. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. When they come back too, I think Malloy and I think Baddoo, me personally, I think they will get sent down to the minors. And then here, I made a little bit of a dream roster for us. So
Okay.
I'm going to go through it with you. And
Sure.
then that'll leave us, Dingler behind the plate, Torque at first, Torres at second. You move Baez back to short.
Wow.
You put Matt Veerling at the hot corner at third. And I think your outfield is Zach McKinstry, Parker Meadows, and Riley Green. And then carry DHs.
That's
That's a really good team.
a really good team.
And then
Just a lot of good players.
just listen to the bench too. Your bench when you need guys to come in, you have Andy Ibanez, the lefty killer.
Yep.
You have Trey Sweeney,
Yep.
another solid bat. He's been pretty good this
Yeah,
season.
he's a good player.
Colt Keith's coming to life.
Yep.
And then I don't know who it'll be when Jake Rogers comes back. It'll be him or Nito as the backup catcher.
Oh, Jake Rogers is back.
He is for sure back?
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
He started 2 games ago when
Oh.
Scooble was there.
Okay.
So,
I
yeah.
didn't know that. That's on
He's
me.
back. Yeah.
And then the last one, Wenzel Perez.
Yeah.
That's a great bench.
Yeah, it's a really good bench.
And what's good with AJ
versatility.
Hinch? Yeah,
A lot of versatility.
absolutely. With AJ Hinch too, he can all these guys on the bench, they're ready to go at any time, which is nice to have.
Yeah. He's a mastermind.
Even Malloy
AJ
and
Hinch.
even Justin Henry Malloy is ready to go whenever.
Yeah.
His on base percentage is unreal.
Yeah, he's a good ball player.
Yeah, for sure. So I think we're getting our pieces back, and we're only gonna get better,
I know.
which is
We're
crazy to think because we're already this good.
Right. Now, I mean, I think I might have asked you last episode, but do you think we're still World Series?
Yes,
Yeah?
100%. I don't see anything stopping us right now.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, Joey.
I mean, why wouldn't we?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I got a little bit of a fun fact for you.
Let's hear it.
So, the 8 games Jackson Jobe has pitched this season, the Tigers have won all 8 games. He's 4-0, but the Tigers have won all 8 games.
Wow.
The last time that happened was in 2001.
Wow.
Yeah. How about that?
Stat.
And he's
That's a great
22.
stat. Yep.
It's pretty sweet, man.
You think well, I mean, Alex Cobb, is
I know.
out for a while. Mm-hmm. So, I
Yeah.
don't think Job's I think he's looking pretty safe
Yeah, for sure.
to stay in
With
the star lineup.
with that being said, I also want to ask you another thing. Do you think they should make a move at the deadline for a pitcher?
I don't know about a starter. I think maybe a reliever. I think we're one reliever away toward the back to be extremely, extremely good. I think Canley's really good, Vest is really good, but we don't really have that third guy that is can bail you out a lot. And so yeah, I think we will make a move for a good solid reliever. Yeah.
Personally, the Tigers should go get a starting pitcher.
You think?
Yes, because the reason why I say that is when we have someone injured, like a little bit of 15 days, like with Mize and Olsen right now, we're struggling a little bit, and we're having a couple bullpen days.
Yep.
And I don't want us trying to get away with Kiter Montero starting.
Yeah.
So I think if we go get, even when guys are healthy and they need a break, Kiter Montero comes in, like you kind of bums me a little bit because like you think we're probably going to be a loss.
Yeah, true.
So
I don't know. When it gets closer to the trade deadline, I think you'll hear a lot more names and a lot more teams that are willing to sell, and then you can look more into it. So
right.
I mean it's still like 2 months away.
I know.
Right?
We still have a
month and a half.
time.
So
yeah,
a lot can happen. You know, I mean that's
sure.
that's 50 games probably. Honestly, I mean baseball goes quick, and there's a lot of games, but it also goes quick. You know.
Right.
So
yeah, for sure.
We'll see.
So yeah, I mean this team's coming together. Everyone's coming back from injury, which is nice.
Right.
It's kind of it, you know. It's all I really got for the Tigers.
Yeah. I mean, big weekend. We gotta get to the game.
Yeah, we
do.
do.
You know,
We've not been to a Tigers game yet.
Seniors, you know, last day of school a couple of days ago. A lot more time now, you know.
Yep.
So we're locked in. 2-point show.
That's right.
We're locked in.
Yeah, we're bringing it to you guys. Yes, sir. All right, so I want to talk some Lions here. And so after this season, the Lions are going to have to re-sign some big pieces.
Yep.
But they're not going to have the money to re-sign them all.
Right.
So the Lions have already re-signed, like, people who have already gotten paid. I'm just going to give you some names.
Yep.
Jared Goff, David Montgomery, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Penei Sewell, Aleem McNeil, and Kirby Joseph.
Yep.
Those guys have already gotten their money. Mm-hmm. And, you know, like...
For good measure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Kirby Joseph, I'm a little worried about because he had one good year, and they gave him the money already, you know? Like, I feel like he should have maybe gotten another year of experience and, like, proven himself a little bit too. But, you know,
it's not bad.
I'm 50-50 about it. So
that's not a bad point.
Hutch is going to get paid. We all know that.
Yep.
So that leaves me with, I got 4 names for you.
How many people, how many players are we picking
2
to pay? Okay.
So,
out of these 4.
Out of these 4 people, you have to pick 2.
Okay.
Brian Branch, Sam Laporta, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Jamison Williams. You have to pick 2 of them. Who are you taking, and who are you letting go?
I think it's Gibbs and Branch. I'm keeping.
Okay. Why?
I think Branch can be one of the best corners in the league. I really think so. I think he is legit, and Gibbs is.
You mean safety?
He's like that.
He's so versatile.
Yeah, he's the nickel, whatever.
Yeah.
So he's really good. And yeah, I think Gibbs is a playmaker that, you know, I mean, obviously it's like coming, like there's a lot of playmakers that get drafted every year, like at running back, like Bijan in his class and all that. You know, Gentie's probably a playmaker. But yeah, I think Jahmyr, he's just so fast, and like he's a piece that you can't let walk.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, like you can think about it. You can replace Laporta.
Can you though?
I think you can. I mean, with I mean, we'll see what, you know, the without Ben Johnson, what we can do.
Right.
Without, so like, you know, is the tight end position still like as important as it was with Ben Johnson? Or, you know, and I think Jamison Williams, like, obviously I'd like to keep him because we haven't seen, you know, the full JMO, you know, project, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I mean, that's why.
I think JMO's got to go for sure. Still a little bit of a locker room issue at times, which is not the best for the Lions.
Right.
I also think, too, he, out of all these guys, is the most replaceable position.
Receiver?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
for sure.
There's so many in the draft. Isaac Tesla.
Yep.
He looks legit.
He's a good player.
Yeah. Brad Holmes loves him, too. So I think we can fill that with guys to hit the deep ball. And I think the Super Bowl window is right now.
Yeah,
with
for sure.
Goff and Gibbs specifically. Because, you know, Goff's 31, 32. He's probably going to be our quarterback this year next year, and maybe 2027.
Yeah.
After that, we're probably going to move on from him.
Yep.
So I'm wondering about that too because, Jahmyr Gibbs, with running backs don't really get paid.
Right.
So I wonder too,
I think he does.
You think he will get paid?
I think he will get paid.
See, I don't think the Lions will pay him.
Really?
They
paid Monty already.
I know.
You kind of have to get Gibbs.
But you got to think about it too. It's like I feel like the running back position is more replaceable than the tight end position.
Yeah.
And, with the history of running backs in the NFL, it shows like they only last for, 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah.
And that's when their rookie contract's up and you got to let them walk.
I think Gibbs is a different kind of player.
I do too.
Than a running back. I think, you see like Kamara. Like Kamara's been in the league for
a while,
8 to 10 years.
Yeah.
So I could definitely see Gibbs being kind of a Kamara type player. Like he doesn't have to get crazy like carries because like it just adds up. All his like late bursts and all that, and he's a good receiving back too. So I think he's a must keep for this team.
You think Gibbs is a must keep?
In order to stay competitive, yes, I think he's a must keep.
I also think Brian Branch is a must keep.
Yes.
That you gotta have guys who are like
he's a stud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like killers. Brian Branch is a killer.
Yeah.
He hits people. He hits.
Yep.
He can hit. And I truly think Sam Laporta.
Really?
I think we got to keep him over Gibbs.
Wow.
I think Laporta is going to fill into a role where like a Travis Kelce, where he's going to stay with the Lions like his whole career and become probably a consistent top 5 tight end in the league.
Yeah.
And I just feel like the tight end position with Laporta, with how good he is, he's going to be a future Hall of Famer in my opinion.
Yeah, I could see that if he. I honestly don't think like he'll get paid. Like obviously in this case scenario, like you have to pay too, for that. So like I wouldn't, because I feel like the tight end position, it's not like Laporta's really good. He's probably a top 5 tight end right now.
Yeah.
So obviously you can't replace a top 5 tight end right away. But I think with like Dan Campbell was a NFL tight end, and I think he could like develop some really good players.
Okay.
At the tight end position, even like if it's like a diamond in the rough, as they say, or a hidden gem, So
yeah,
I think he's the most replaceable. I don't know, him or JMO. That's what I think.
All right.
I think you're right on JMO. He's the most replaceable. And
Yeah.
then Laporte, yeah.
I just it's so tough because Gibbs is
tough.
such a stud.
Yeah.
And like I feel like I've never really like seen a player like Gibbs in the NFL, which just makes me like want to like not do it.
Right.
But I still think like he's the more replaceable guy, and you gotta let him walk.
Okay.
So I think my 2 picks are Brian Branch and Sam Laporta. They have to stay.
Yeah. Mine,
Yeah.
Gibbs and Branch.
Yeah. Well, J-Mo's gone. We know that.
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
Tesla's going to become a stud. And we'll probably we'll probably draft a couple more guys in the next few years too.
Yeah.
But my biggest reason with Gibbs, though, is Goff and Gibbs. The window is the next 2 years. And if we don't get them, move on from them. Move on from those 2.
Wow.
So
Even Gibbs?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Because
I don't agree.
okay.
I don't agree.
All right.
I think Gibbs can just gel with anyone. He's that kind of NFL player that can literally gel with any system, any player, because he's so fast.
Yeah.
Like when you're that fast, you can play anywhere.
Yeah.
You can play anywhere, even if it's like, I don't know, like the old like Titans with like Derrick Henry, bro. He could just like be in a jet sweep or like put him on the slot and all that. Like he's so versatile, bro.
If we pay Gibbs, I think he's gonna need $20 million a year.
I don't think so.
I do. Because think about it, Barkley, CMC, they're already getting 17 or 18 a year.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Derrick Henry's getting what, 15 a year, and Gibbs is still gonna be younger.
I guess that's true.
You gotta pay him.
Now, I have a question.
Yeah.
Out of the two guys you said, I mean, it's kind of like if you had to use a franchise tag, you would use it on Gibbs or JMO.
I would use it on Gibbs for sure.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
I would use mine on Laporta.
Okay.
Like in my case scenario.
Yeah, understandable for sure.
That's why a franchise tag is.
Convenient.
Yeah, it's good. Like I'm sorry for the players because they don't get paid, but it's good to just keep your guy like.
It's part of sports.
Right.
You know? So, yeah. All right, we've made our decisions here. Obviously, this is still a far ways away. And
yep. And that's why we're not working for the Detroit Lions, so we don't have to make those kind of decisions.
Correct. And, maybe one of these four guys could get a killer injury. Yeah. And it kind of makes up the decision for us.
Football.
Yeah. I mean, probably the most injury sport of all time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we're good here on Lions. Do you agree?
I agree.
NBA playoffs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Start us out. What do you got?
Let's go OKC, Minnesota. I'm not going to start with playoff talk. I'm just going to start with Shai. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander MVP. What are your thoughts? You think he deserved it? You think what's your take?
I think he does deserve it for sure. I also think it's good that Jokic didn't win it again because, he's won it a few times now, and it's good to see someone different. He's the number one seed. He is leading the favored team right now in the playoffs, and he's probably going to get to the finals. Probably.
Okay.
So I think he does deserve it for sure. Even though he's a free throw merchant.
Yeah.
But I think he deserved it overall.
Yeah, I think I was a Shai believer when he was at Kentucky. I thought he was just a matchup nightmare, and it's a crazy stat. Out of all the players Kentucky has developed, has sent to the draft, has sent to the NBA, this is their first MVP for Kentucky men's basketball.
Ever?
Isn't that wild? Ever.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? That's just that's just crazy.
That's an unreal stat.
The players they've sent, when you're watching the playoffs, there's a less chance that there's not a Kentucky guy on the floor than having a Kentucky guy on the floor. Literally Casey Wallace, Shai, they're on the floor, both Kentucky guys for the Thunder. It's just it's crazy. Julius Randle on the Timberwolves. It's wild, man.
Yeah,
it's wild.
I mean, yeah, they're one of the basketball blue bloods.
Right.
So, but the first MVP from Kentucky ever.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
it's crazy. Well, let's talk about game one.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
What, the Thunder and the
Timberwolves? Thunder,
it was just a blowout, dude. Yeah. I don't think
good first half.
Yeah.
Minnesota up 4, they're hitting shots. I think
kind of just wheels fell off.
Yeah. It's a good way to put it. Wheels fell off.
Yeah. Anthony Edwards, I just don't think the Timberwolves were also ready.
Yeah.
In a way. I feel like I thought they maybe the Thunder obviously in the second half bumped it up a notch.
Yeah.
And they put the game away.
Yeah.
And that's what good teams do.
Yeah. They had a great game plan against Ant too. They kind of dropped everyone back so he couldn't get downhill, and they would have to force him to shoot the threes early. And the first half was really good for Minnesota, but it was too good.
Yeah.
There's me and my dad have a saying. It's it's too much too early. When you're making too much shots too early, they're gonna come back to bite you
for sure.
later in the game. And that second half hit, it just the 3-point shooting, they took 53s.
Right.
15 for 50. They made 9 in the first half. So yeah, it was. OKC. We actually have to talk a real talk about OKC. I think they're one of the best teams we've seen in the last 25 years.
Really?
They're just unbelievable. They have so many good players.
Yeah, for sure. I really like Jalen Williams' game.
Yep.
And then the big man role of Chet Holmgren and Isaiah Hartenstein.
Yeah.
Like, they're just well-rounded,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
I think when Jalen Williams is on, they're unbeatable.
Yes.
They're unbeatable.
Yes.
They're just so good defensively. Caruso.
Jalen with an E or Jalen with an I? There's two of them.
With an E. Jalen Williams with an I. I don't.
He's just there for the vibe.
He is not 2-point show approved.
Really?
Yeah.
Is Jalen with an E? Or I don't even know, honestly.
Nah. He's close. He's close.
Wow.
Not for me.
You're really dropping the hammer today.
Not for me.
Well, we got to get a 2-point show approved player here.
We got to.
We're still working on that.
I mean, I don't want
conversation.
to. I don't want to do anyone in this series. I might have some people in the next series.
Okay, sounds good.
No.
So you think the Thunder's one of the best teams in the 25 years?
I think they are. I mean,
Interesting.
you think about those Warriors teams, obviously, were unbelievable. I think some of the Spurs teams, in the 2010s, I think were really good. Even in the 2000s, I think the 04 Pistons have to be up there, and then maybe the Thunder. Honestly,
Wow.
They're just they're good.
Couple Cavs teams with LeBron too.
Yeah. I mean, you got
And
to.
that Heat team.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think they're a top 8 team
Okay.
in the last 25 years.
Yeah, they're really good.
That's kind of dragging it, but
They're really good though.
yeah.
Pacers.
Bro, oh my God. What the helly? What the helly Burton,
Dude, yeah. I mean, it was the weirdest shot ever.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he drove in, and then he was like, oh, shoot, I,
Yeah.
don't realize I have, this much time left, and just pulls up and,
That was wild.
a crazy rim bounce, and it drops.
Yeah. I honestly, it would have been, one of the best shots, I think, in maybe NBA history if it was a 3. For the win, Game 1 conference finals, that's got to be one. If it was for the win, it was a little celebration. It was kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big Pacers fan, Halliburton fan, but he's a little choking. It was tough.
He could have. I don't get why he tried to mimic or copy someone or recreate something. Do your own thing.
Yeah,
That's in my opinion. Don't.
that's true.
Because he was definitely thinking about that before.
Oh, for sure.
So do your own thing.
That's why. That's why sometimes I think if it was if the Pistons had something, I think it'd be tough for someone to recreate a celebration, but it is a little corny when it's someone else's team.
Correct.
I think so.
Yeah.
But what a comeback by them.
Oh, I know.
It was just unbelievable. Just wild.
Brunson had 43 points.
43.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was good. Yeah,
Cat was good.
Cat was good, and then really no one else. No one else shot well. OG
Correct.
and Macau, they had some points,
Yeah.
but they didn't shoot well. So, they got to step up because when you're making Aaron Neesmith having 30, 8 for 9 from 3,
8 for 9 from 3?
8 for 9 from 3.
Wow.
When you have Aaron Neesmith shooting that well, it's wild.
Okay.
It's just wild.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
I have an idea for the 2-point show approved.
Hear me. Or tell me.
Andrew Nemhard.
No.
No?
No.
Bro. Playoff Andrew Nemhard?
No.
No?
No. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just can't do it.
All right. I guess we're not going to have... I don't know. We got to find one quick.
Yeah, well, I also wanted to ask you, I kind of just thought of this in my head, and I saw it on social media the other day, and this isn't about the NBA playoffs.
Okay.
3 players, ready?
Yep.
Start one, bench one, cut one.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
All in their prime. So, their best, the best of themselves that you think.
Okay.
So, start one, bench one, cut one. Prime Kyrie.
Okay.
Prime Russell Westbrook.
Okay.
Prime Damian Lillard. Cut one, start one, bench one.
I think I'm starting Westbrook. I think that's
Yep.
the easy...
Yes.
Ooh. I think I gotta bench Kyrie. I think and cut Dame.
Yeah, for
Honestly,
sure.
like
I was hoping you'd say that.
yeah. I mean, like Dame is sweet, but like he isn't really like one really.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him because he's a really good player, but
He's not to the level the other two are.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Prime Westbrook, I think, is one of the
Best point guards of all time.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable.
Dunk on everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Triple
sure.
double.
Mr. Triple Double.
That's right.
Yeah, that playoff or not playoff that MVP year he had was unreal.
Yeah.
With the Thunder too, he was carrying that team. They had nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we get to sports movies, I want to talk about. I want to talk about something.
All right.
We didn't have any notes on this.
Okay.
Kind of thought of it in my head as well. What a race the Preakness was.
Oh yeah.
That was unreal.
Journalism, baby.
Broke through the two
Yeah.
and just rode his way to victory, surpassing everybody.
What a call too.
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
hear the call?
Unreal.
I mean, that guy. I always forget his name. I feel like a casual, just forgetting the.
Cologne?
I don't know.
Do you want me to look it up?
Sure.
Okay.
Look it up quick. But what I mean, just
I'll look it up.
like it was such a unbelievable call. It was like giving me chills and like. Honestly, you should play the call.
I should play the call.
Yeah. Honestly.
Larry Columbus?
Okay.
Larry
There you go.
Columbus.
Mr. Larry. What a dog.
I don't want to play the call.
Okay.
Or do you want me to play the call?
No, it's fine. Copywriting issues.
Okay. But no.
Okay, all right. How about this?
What?
Is journalism 2-point show approved?
Yes.
He is.
Yes.
Journalism, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Are horses athletes?
Yeah.
Yeah, for
They're
sure.
the one racing,
Yeah.
right? There we go.
Think about it. Journalism the
we
horse.
got a horse.
Journalism the horse is 2-point show approved.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Okay. I will add him somewhere up here. But we're going to have a horse on
Journalism.
this back wall.
Heck yeah.
But to see like when at the very end when he just started like he went so
Oh my
fast and just passed who was it in front? Who's the front guy? It wasn't Sandman. Started I don't remember. Started with a G.
Was it red? Was it like was his like colors red?
I don't remember. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But regardless, I mean that was one of the greatest horse like racing moments I don't think anyone's ever seen.
Yeah, that was sweet. He was all the way in the back and he just
Yeah. If he wins the Belmont, I like
the goat.
yeah.
Is he
he
the
might
GOAT?
be.
Is he the goat?
Goat might be in the goat talk.
And his name's Journalism. It's such
It's
a
a
dope name.
sweet name, man.
Sweet name.
Yeah. But I'm just looking back here. Where should we put a horse?
I don't know. You can go by Ant, right?
Ant. Headless Horseman under Ant.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
That was,
But yeah,
What a pull. That was
journalism
Horseman's
the
a good
horse. Is he still 2-point show? If he is he still 2-point
Yes,
show approved
yes.
if he loses the Belmont?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He
Well,
is.
I really hope he wins the Belmont then.
He is.
All right, journalism the horse. Next guy up here.
That's right. Heck yeah.
But no, back to the horses being athletes. I 100% think horses are athletes.
Yeah.
Because look at the horses that are racing right now compared to like normal horses.
Right.
It's just like humans in sports.
Yep.
You know, you have professional athletes that are like all about sports and like that's their whole life. And then you have normal people who are also just like do their own thing.
Yeah.
You know, that's
all
the same thing with
all
horses.
the like horses too that race are very young.
Very.
They're
Yes.
very young, and I mean they're probably like drugged up too. I'm not gonna lie, but with all I don't know.
Well, remember they got in trouble that one year.
Yeah, but they probably still do stuff.
Yeah, I would agree a little bit. You know, everyone tries to cheat these days.
Yeah,
Cheaters never win.
that's right.
Yep.
It's a good life lesson,
Yep.
kids.
Parents, tell your
Parents,
kids.
everyone,
Anyways,
coaches.
coaches. Yeah, it's also a good point too. I think jockeys are like their coach basically. of the horse.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you can't really compare it.
No,
Really,
you
like,
can't.
I mean, yeah, you can't really compare it because there's really nothing like it if you
Correct.
think about it. I mean, is it like, is it like NASCAR kind of? Or
I don't know. Yeah, because like
It's weird.
yeah, because think about it. Like, well, I don't think it's NASCAR because like it's an actual like a horse is a living thing.
Yeah.
A car is not.
Right.
You know. So yeah, but I think a horse is an athlete. Journalism
Yeah.
going up on the board.
Heck yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'm glad we talked about the Preakness.
Yeah.
When's the Belmont? Is it this weekend or next weekend? I want to say it's next.
I think it's next. I think
You want me to look it up?
I think I saw June.
Do you want me to look it up?
Sure, if you want.
We're fact checking today.
Yep.
We're fact checking. When is the Belmont Stakes? Saturday, June 7th.
There you go.
All right. Wow, that's a ways away.
Yeah.
But you know they gotta get prepared.
Rest.
Rest. Yep. Practice. Train.
Yep.
All right. Sports movies.
Let's go.
I'll give you the first pick.
Really?
I'll give you. The
Okay,
first
no. I got the first pick in our last
pick. No, you
draft.
didn't.
Yeah, you did.
What'd you pick?
It was remember it was the stadium draft? I got the first pick. I knew I got the first.
Oh, you took MSG.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So do you want to do like one and then you get two and then go 1-1-1, or do you want to do the two thing again?
You want to do the two?
No, I kind of want to do the one.
1 for 1 for 1 for 1?
No, but like you'll get two, and then like we'll go back 1-1.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah, sure.
So, or I'll give you the option. Do you want first pick or do you want the next two?
I'll take the next two.
Okay. I would have taken that too. All right. With the
Are we doing
first
how many movies? 7?
Five.
5? Okay.
5, starting 5,
Okay.
like usual.
Yep.
But with the first pick in the sports movies all-time draft, shout out to Mr. Mooney. We were texting about this.
All right.
I told him my thoughts, but then he said Gen Z doesn't know ball,
Okay.
basically. So I'm going to take Rocky, number 1 overall.
That's a great choice.
Movie.
That was my second on my
Okay.
board. That's it.
Yeah.
Like the whole series is just unbelievable.
Yeah, but
Great
Rocky, the
series.
first Rocky. I don't want any of
Okay,
those.
okay. Rocky. Yeah.
Rocky
Okay.
1.
So I got 2.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Moneyball.
Ooh.
I really love Moneyball. It is one of my favorite movies of all time.
That was on my list. I like Moneyball.
It's just great.
The music.
Music, the story,
Yeah.
it's educational.
Mhm.
It's everything.
Life lessons.
Right. Number 2. I'm in between 2 right now.
I have 2 right now. So whatever one you don't take, I'm taking.
I'm gonna go Field of Dreams.
That was neither of my 2.
Really?
Yeah. But no, great movie.
Yeah. I think that's
There's a lot of good baseball movies.
there are. It's probably the best. That and football, I think.
Yeah.
There's not really like great basketball movies. I feel like
There's a few.
like
There's a few.
I mean I don't want to spoil any, but there
There's
are
a few.
There are a few. So
We'll get to it. We'll see if we draft them.
okay.
With the second pick for Joey's sports movies, I'm going to go with Miracle on Ice.
Good pick.
Great. That's my favorite sports movie of all time.
It's a great one.
That coach firing him up,
Yep. Tonight.
the speech.
Yep.
That's my favorite.
Christmas time.
Favorite sports movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yep.
So I think you get another one, right?
No, I only did one. You
Okay.
go one now.
So I go 1.
Yep.
I'm gonna go. We Are Marshall.
I've never heard of that.
Really?
No.
Oh man.
What's We Are Marshall?
That's your next movie. So
Okay.
We Are Marshall is about there was like plane crash with Marshall's football team, and like literally everyone died. It was so sad. Like every sports cat, like the athletic director, all that. So they had to rebuild the program obviously, and it's just a really powerful movie.
Okay.
Like, it's really good.
Is it everyone kind of like coming together?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Nice.
You gotta watch it.
Okay.
That's your next movie.
What's it on? Like
I don't know.
Okay, but We Are Marshall.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a great movie.
I will watch that. I will watch that for you, and I'll get back to
It might have been a reach, but I love the movie.
Okay.
I think
Hey,
it's-
fan favorite. I get it.
Yeah.
My turn.
Yeah.
All right. Third pick over here. I'm going Remember the Titans.
Nice pick.
You know, I think that is with
That would be my next pick.
yeah, race is involved.
Yep.
The characters. You know, Bertier, Campbell,
Great movie.
Coach Williams.
Great story too.
Yeah.
Great message. Great everything.
Teaching life stories again.
Yep.
I think it's just a great movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
So, do I have 4?
I have 3.
Okay, I have 3 too.
Okay.
I have 3.
Okay.
So, my number 4, I'm gonna go Hoosiers.
Yeah. That was. I was hoping to hang on to that.
We're bashing basketball movies, but
That's the
Hoosiers
best
is great.
basketball movie of all time.
Yeah, I've been to the film set.
Have you?
Yeah, it's sweet. It's tiny.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah. Whenever Oakland goes to Indy for the Horizon League tournament, we just spare some time,
Nice.
in the Hoosier set.
Very
It's sweet.
nice. Yeah.
I recommend it. If you're ever in Indiana, I recommend it.
Yeah. So, I'm very broad on my sports here. I got hockey, football, and boxing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go broad again. Give me The Sandlot.
Nice.
That
was on my
That's
list.
an iconic movie.
Especially when you're a kid.
Yeah.
It's all you want to do is just play baseball with your boys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what growing up in the 90s was like.
I know.
That's sick.
That is very sweet. Very sick.
No phones.
No phones.
Everyone's outside.
Baseball. There's a piece back there. All right. My last pick.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this is good. We're actually getting good. I'm gonna go 42. I'm gonna go 42. I really, it's a great movie.
I like 42.
Again, great message. Chadwick Boseman is one of my favorite actors.
Really?
Black Panther, he's just great. I think he makes the movie, especially now, because he passed away.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's great. It's a great movie, great message. It's a good movie.
Can we add a 6 man?
Sure. Honorable mention or
Yeah.
what? Or 6 man. 6 man.
Add
I
a
like
6
that. I
man.
like that.
I want to add a 6 man.
Okay.
Because I have like 4 on here, and I really like them all, and I can't pick. But
Let's hear it.
I have 4 that I'm looking at right now, and I have 5, and I don't know who to pick. But I got it. I'm gonna go with Rudy.
Oh, that would be my 6th. That would be my 6th man.
Rudy.
It's great. I was listening to the Rudy fight song today. Victory from March.
Really?
Yeah.
Why were you listening to that?
It just gets me fired up.
Caught.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Catches your eye.
Yeah.
Or catches.
Gets me fired up.
Yeah. Gets your ears. 6 man now.
6 man. Man. Probably I'm gonna go Secretariat. It's a good movie.
Very good movie.
Yep.
I don't have that on my list. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while, but what's not a good movie in our movie drafts? But
Yeah,
just another great movie.
for sure.
Another great movie.
So, I have some honorable. I'm gonna name you some movies that I'm not gonna draft,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna tell you what I got left.
All right.
So, Happy Gilmore going
Yep.
undrafted. Coach Carter going undrafted.
Yeah.
Great movie though. That's a great movie in my opinion. White Men Can't Jump
Nice.
going undrafted. Friday Night Lights
Nice.
going undrafted. Here's a funny one that I almost took. I almost took Dodgeball.
Wow.
I like that movie.
That's a good movie.
It's a funny movie.
It's a good laugh. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. But
You want to hear a couple of my honorable mentions?
yeah, for sure. I would love to.
Have you
bad.
seen
I don't wanna-
Cool Runnings?
I don't want to take up the whole show.
That's all right.
Cool Runnings?
Cool Runnings.
No.
It's about a Jamaican bobsled team. It's great. It's a great movie.
Really?
Yeah, you guys see it.
Okay.
You guys see it.
Jamaican bobsled.
Yeah, isn't that sweet?
That is
It's
very
a
unique.
huge story, and they're doubted basically going into the Olympics. And,
Right.
Have you seen Draft Day?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
I like Draft Day. I think when it's like close to football season, I think it's better. But when it's outside, I don't really know.
Yeah. I don't think it's a great movie.
I liked it. I liked it a lot more when I was like more young,
Yeah.
because I was only playing my GM on 2K every day. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Is that it?
that's it. That's my own.
You didn't say the one I'm drafting.
What?
Caddyshack. The golf movie.
Nice.
Have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
I think it's better than Happy Gilmore, in my opinion. I feel like it's
Yeah.
good movie.
It kind of delivers like the same.
Yeah.
A little bit.
All right. Well,
That's a good movie. Yeah.
comment who you think won. I'll tell you my team, and Gideon will tell you his team. I got Miracle, Remember the Titans, Rocky, Sandlot, Rudy, and Caddyshack.
I got Moneyball, Field of Dreams, Hoosiers, 42, and Secretariat, and then what was my sixth man?
We Are Marshall.
Oh yeah, We Are Marshall was in my draft.
Okay.
Secretariat was my
Yep.
mention. Yeah.
I think I smacked you.
I mean, yeah, probably, but for me, I think
You're doing a little.
I got my movies.
You got your own. Movies.
I got my movies. I didn't get the guys who go out and get you a dub.
I can't believe you let me get Miracle, Remember the Titans, Rocky, and Sandlot.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I don't know. It's just like
And Rudy.
they're classics, obviously, but I just like the slept on everything.
Yeah.
Like movies,
Hey.
even the stadiums.
For
Like,
sure.
I don't
Your
know.
movies are your movies.
That's right.
Yep.
Movies are great, man.
Movies are great.
They just
Good sports movie. Just really. It's just a nice, calm thing to do.
for real,
You know?
for real.
All right, well, that's it for episode 5. Special announcement. Episode 6 will have a special guest.
That's right.
You got any hints? What are you going to tell the crowd?
I guess he was on the Gunners with me. The Gunners when we were little. What else? He's played for the family.
I'm just going to say the kid's a baller.
Yeah.
He can hoop. And at the higher level, and he's coming on to the 2-point show.
Yep.
So,
Shout out.
yes, sir. We will. You're not.
Shout out to the guest. Shout out to the guest.
Yeah, shout out to the guest. You
Yeah.
know who you are if
Yep.
you're watching. Hopefully you're watching.
Yep.
But yeah, he will be on for episode 6.
He's pumped too.
Is he?
Yeah, he's pumped.
Was he telling you?
No, but he's pumped.
He was telling me he was pumped.
Okay.
So, yeah. Anyways, that will be Tuesday, May 27th, by the way. We will probably upload it later in the evening, probably about, I'd say 6 o'clock, 6:30. But yeah, that's going to do it for episode 5. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Share.
Please share. The
All right.
more the better.
3, 2, 1. Share. Yep.
The more the better.
That's right.
So, yeah, we appreciate you guys for sure. We're trying to just do this, and we're getting bigger,
Yep.
Getting more subs, getting more followers.
Slowly. It's a process.
It's only the beginning, though.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Deuces.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you on Tuesday for episode 6 with a special guest. All right.
See ya.
Peace.